Hey all, and welcome back for another round of HellfireComms Patreon TV comms. Today we're continuing on Witch Hunter Robin with episodes 21 and 22. These were commissioned by Nocturne Privigini, as per usual, and we're getting into some real shit right now, so let's not waste any more time. If you need help syncing our commentary to your copy of the media, check the video description, there's plenty of instructions in there. Here we go with episode 21 of Witch Hunter Robin in 3, 2, 1. Alrighty, here we go. Now, that serious shit I was talking about came in the form of Robin fully awakening to her powers during a fight, and Amon basically telling her she's become a true witch.
Yeah, she had her, he is the one moment.
Yeah. Not so much a triumphant moment in this case, because in case you haven't noticed, the title of the show is Witch Hunter Robin, not Witch Lover Robin. So, I guess we could say we're well and truly in the endgame now.
Yeah, I mean, there's only like 6 episodes left, right?
It's a 26 episode season, mate. Well, not even season, just show, really. It's not like Big O, where they put out a second season a few years later or anything, as far as I'm aware. Are you me from the past? No, my lost innocence, perhaps.
Oh, my ability to interact with the outside world.
Oh no, it was a ghost memory. Always when I'm cleaning glasses and blood off the mirror. Is living as a witch all that bad, really? Sure, you've got to survive, like, being dunked underwater every so often, but, you know, you can make shit levitate, that's pretty cool.
And you get fire powers.
Yeah? Well, in Robin's case, anyway. Not every witch gets that.
Every witch has different powers, but you rolled pretty good on the witch power list.
What would you want your witch power to be, mate?
Think I'd want the ability to turn on electronics with my mind.
I'm sure there's a name for that, like electromagnesis, or some. It might be technomancy, actually.
Yeah, I'd like to be basically, you know, like those ghosts. Like a ghost, just be like a poltergeist. Just be able to fuck with people. Just turn on radios out of nowhere.
This is why they're hunting witches in the first place, I hope you realise.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I'll go for a slightly more benign one, and that's teleportation. Just the ability to teleport anywhere in the universe just by thinking about it.
Anywhere in the universe.
I mean, you know, there's plenty of planets we haven't discovered yet, so I'll have to get creative, otherwise I'll end up in the middle of a black hole, but still.
You're gonna have to triangulate really well.
I can't sense that key. How does Goku does this? How does he does this, indeed? Alright, Robin, let's hope you have a contingency plan here. Oh no. It's a very foreboding episode title.
Oh, she's got a secret meeting. Oh no, not her. It's 2 other people.
It's a fancy dude.
Yeah.
I know the dude on the right's wearing a flat cap, but it just looks like a slab of beef from here. Observational comedy. Ooh. So high tier. Yeah, I'm not really sure how to feel about the STNJ anymore. You know, when they were rounding up witches that weren't Robin, I was on board, but now the tables have turned.
I'm just troubleshooting this thing.
Yeah, trying to install Windows 11.
Old piece of shit.
Oh, he's a resilient old sod. I don't know, he could have gone to the UK. Maybe he likes punk rock.
Of course he's back in Japan. Where else would he go?
So I guess there's kind of a rift between STNJ and Solomon itself, is that what I'm reading?
Yeah, I think so. Kind of between a rock and a hard place is Robin's old unit.
Yeah, kind of. God, this is a stark room here. All these pipes just to feed one rig. It's kind of a bit much, honestly. That's why the company pays for it.
Oh no! Mewtwo is supposed to be in that.
They're outside, where I must be. Mewtwo, the ultimate witch. Robin, you set things on fire with your mind. Oh god, you. This is Methuselah, I think?
Earthcraft user.
Ground is super effective against fire, so...
That or he's just gonna have like Minecraft powers.
It's just Minecraft Steve.
Yeah, just start placing blocks.
Yeah, I know that feeling. You don't need to bring it up every time.
Just idling at work. My gosh. Say something hilarious.
And don't lead with the fact that we're probably going to be hunting one of their best friends soon. Yes, that's right. Tell me your secrets, Ground.
I am the ultimate hopscotch player.
Oh my god, Robin does not stand a chance. Unless it's a dance battle. I suppose headquarters is trying to be careful, just in case these guys pass a message along to Robin. Well, maybe they won't notice us taking as a 10-minute break at Starbucks. Dude, he just got out of the hospital. Give him a minute. Ha 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 ha.
He did it.
I mean, it was technically a joke. He's just leaving.
Saw that coming.
That's a fine table. I mean, if I was looking for a hunter, I'd keep an eye out for someone a bit more ostentatious, so maybe this old man is just perfectly blending in.
Great disguise, Robin. She's really going to the next level wearing something other than black.
I was gonna say. Yeah, that's the thing about trying to remain incognito and inconspicuous. You kind of just draw attention to yourself for standing out from the crowd.
You know, I'd start with changing up the hair. But I guess nothing gets in the way of the do.
I guess you could combine the handlebars into a kind of Charmeleon horn. Although that's a bit silly. Yeah, girl, you gotta flaunt your powers, get out there, show why witches are to be feared. Or maybe don't, you'll be a terrorist at that point. He's right, I should really slurp these noodles with confidence. So are you leaving these little symbols, or are you just following them? I guess we'll never know. If I was making a show, I'd just leave like a bunch of random shit in there for people to pour over, and then in the final episode, I'll turn to the screen via my character insert and say, it meant nothing. I've wasted your time, I've lied to you all. Tap, 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 gotta get in my 2 hours of RuneScape a day. They're really hyping this guy up.
He's just showing off his words per minute.
Do you know your words per minute proficiency, mate?
I actually don't. It's been a while.
I'm trying to remember mine. It was back when I was actually trying to get an IRL job, and I went to like a workplace thing for a couple of weeks, and they had us do a test. Can't really remember the specifics, so this is a terrible story, I'm sorry.
Abort. Abort.
Hey, thank you. Tickets to Sonic 2, exactly what I wanted. So I got it on my mind since I'm seeing it tomorrow. Yeah, there's gotta be a wrinkle on this. He wants us to follow him. That would be my guess, anyway. It's a very JoJo pose to say you're trying to relax.
Is Amon going to cancel me?
I don't want to be cancelled.
Secret witch supporter. Aww.
Hey, you've been here for quite a while. You haven't even been feeding the pigeons.
I've lost control of my life.
I mean, no successful person sits in a park as the sun goes down, let's be honest. Or maybe they do. How the hell am I going to gauge success? The soundtrack's banging.
Hell yeah.
Oh, I see.
Ah, they alert him.
Yeah, tracking craft. I guess salt is from the Earth? I'm assuming it's salt anyway. Oh yeah, this is how she keeps in touch with ST and Joe.
Yeah.
And besides, it's not the finale yet, we've got to save something. It could be a Mon. Called it. Yeah, I'll get your Orbo ready, mate.
Walking home. Just a normal girl.
It's kind of awkward, but there is a whole street, you know. The fuck? I find Ansem here?
Oh, it's dust.
Nah, I take that. You know what they say? Ashes to ashes, dust to dust. What the fuck? I was going to say how much of that was actually happening and how much was in her mind.
It's a mental battle.
Did she happen to breathe in some of that stuff? Fucking Mysterio, get out of here.
Does he have a touch of death?
Like that dude out of My Hero Academia touches you and turns you to dust. Thankfully, he has a chronic cough, so... The fuck are you doing, mate?
Oh, just gonna strangle her, okay.
This seems a bit petty considering your powers.
You think you'd carry a knife for this? Instead of just going for the strangulation kill once you have her locked in your world, you think you'd just have like a gun? Well, I guess he's done and dusted.
Hey. We didn't even get his name. I should call him Dustman. They offer her a ride home or anything, I'm on. And so skip through the credits here. Nothing except the next time thing. Okay. I missed a line of what Amon was saying there, so I'm just going to have a quick look at the synopsis here. Another hunter and Earthcraft user fights with Robin, but is defeated thanks to her witchcraft and her work and power. Well, that part I got. I guess the Big Brother line is referring to something else, and I won't get caught up on it, because that's a commentary faux pas there. So yeah, episode 21, mate. Any thoughts before we move on?
Yeah, the fights in this seem to be over rather quickly, I've noticed. Yeah.
When you're that powerful, it's usually who goes first, hits the hardest, and then it's done.
Yeah, it really is just like a mental battle, and then whoever just lands a solid blow.
It's kind of like what I would assume is a real life fight, never having been in one myself, because, well, I'm a coward. I try to stay behind and diffuse with jokes more than anything. But it's not like a fucking action movie. They usually get a punch off, and then you're either knocked out solid, or you come back for one more round, and then that's it. But I'm waffling at this point. You ready for episode 22, mate?
I am ready.
Alright, so let's finish off this match with episode 22 of Witch Hunter Robin in 3, 2, 1. Alrighty. Who are they going to send after Robin this time? Some kind of octopus dude? That would be funny. I'm going to need clarification here, because Dojima was a bit spacey at the best of times.
Well, I got no argument for that. Have a good day.
He was a good guy after all.
Never sell out a friend, but also I don't have any. So it's a bit of a moot point.
It's like me saying I'll dedicate my next marathon run to all of HFC. We all know I'm never going to run that marathon. So yeah, after this, there's only 4 episodes left, which means there's 2 more sessions for us for Witch Hunter Robin. It's going to be weird moving on from a series we've been covering for a while, even at one as short as this, honestly.
I'll miss her hugging her television.
As will I. As will I. Just vibing to early 2000s emo. Amon could have helped at any time during that fight by just shooting the craft user with Orbo. Although, does that work on craft users? Is it meant for just full-on witches? I'm not sure.
It might not work on them. Maybe he was just trying to see what Robin could do.
Yeah, she's going to become self-sufficient, I guess. Especially at this point. Ah, the pachinko parlor. Spicy. Did you bring the pizza? I'm really fucking hungry. Even the window pane looks like a slice. Oh, I wonder if someone Amon's related to.
Why do I have to wait in the car?
Well, Amon must have had reason for keeping it out of the house then. Are they staying hidden? Hey, that's ageist. They're full of wisdom.
Got a temper.
Right, you'd be mad if you were stuck in a different anime to the one you created and he just wants to get back to Space Dandy. He's a good guy after all.
Make sure to buckle up.
That car had precisely 1 frame of animation.
Yeah. Click it on Photoshop and drag it down.
I want a button that brings me fresh hot tea. Gotta make it myself like a fucking pleb. Oh boy. He just sits in his office trying to install that OS every single day. Keep telling him to switch to Linux, but no, Windows is apparently superior. Oh, that's code for he may be booted, I assume. You want me to be a snitch?
Wasn't my job description.
I can do that, I guess.
Alright, round 2, computer.
God damn.
Customer service? It's me again.
Again? Really? Look, we just simply can't afford to get you a fresh copy of Windows 11 every single day. This joke's really going nowhere. I'm going to drop it. Oh, they're not taking his calls either. This is like being shadow banned on Twitter.
Just in the dark. Just malding.
I mean, they did bring in a craft user that went rogue, to be fair. I'd be a bit worried too. Oh, interesting. But first, KFC. I'm really hungry. Seems even more somber than usual.
What's he doing in work? He need another classic joke?
Don't think that's gonna work right now. Where are you going, Dojima? I have a hat. I'm twice as powerful as the last guy.
And I have no chronic cough.
Okay. Could that person who died be related to Amon, and Amon wants revenge or something?
Oh, Hunter from Holland.
Interesting.
Gonna give us chocolate?
Somehow I don't think he's here to give us chocolate, Neo.
Chocomancy?
You know what? Who am I to say? It could be Chocomancy. She's slick. Yes, I'm very cool.
See, I wear all black and sunglasses.
Bit of red, just to accentuate the black.
So you better respect me.
That's a bit weird, but alright. No, don't just say that and walk out. You need to clarify. We walking into a fucking ghost situation here? Hate ghost situations.
Close the door. Lock the door.
Burn the house down. At least we got a count for that last one.
Okay, Robin. Now here's the thing. When you're investigating, you don't set things on fire.
God damn.
I wish I could read.
I learned everything about pyromancy, nothing about literature. Or literacy, for that matter. Spicy.
Title of the episode: Family Portrait. Well, that was an indirect way of hitting on me.
I'm 15, you know.
I know I'm very tall, but...
Really? Okay, I don't want to get caught up in a ghost situation, alright? I got enough on my plate.
This is officially too spooky.
You want some secrets to go over your tea? Glug, glug, glug.
I didn't offer that.
This was actually my tea. One for me and one for my dead son, thanks. Is that Robin from the future? I guess it could also be the past. I'm just spitballing. Alright, yeah, Michael's not allowed to leave. I always forget that for some reason. They're not making their own witches, are they? Those fucking hypocrites. Well, I got nothing else but time right now, so I might as well look it up. She's planted the seed.
I've been standing here for 2 days.
He's kind of menacing. Yeah, I can see that. Huh?
Oh, I didn't know there were cars in this town. I'm sorry. Anyway, goodbye.
So are they all Earth users? Or maybe this is the Earth user they were referring to and the wrong guy showed up. I don't know. Who cares? Just look at the fancy action. Kind of a fine job.
How dare you interrupt my hidey hole? Turns out his tactic literally was just stand there.
Is he turning into a monkey? Seriously, what the fuck happened?
Possession? I'd like an office with windows that I can close the curtains on.
Not in the budget, sorry. He was looking forward to it, really. Seriously, can we get like a jukebox or something in here? It's very boring.
I mean, there's a lot of hot goss in that diary.
This will sustain me for at least a week.
It's flying all over my head.
I guess they're trying to, like, extract the gene for wishery. You're a bit close.
You're keeping things from me, Robin.
Yeah, I'm sensing some distancing here.
Is it because I called that lady that looked like you hot?
Maybe, maybe. Yeah, let me go to sleep behind my prison bars.
Ah, perfect brooding weather.
Indeed. The only weather for me.
Whoa.
If he was a character in an earlier episode, I've already forgotten.
Yeah, but you're very bad at it, so I just came to see you myself.
Oh, fuck. The title for the last 4 episodes is Which Hunted Robin?
Just because you can't set fires with your mind doesn't make everyone who can a witch.
Yeah, I've seen the fire powers, it's pretty raw. Really should have said that.
Whoops.
Either he's got a very flexible Mr. Fantastic kind of reach, or someone else did that for him.
Yeah.
My bet is probably Dojima or somebody, but I guess we'll have to wait until next time for that, because this match of Witch Hunter Robin is done. So, that was 21 and 22, mate. What do you think?
Yeah, intrigue's definitely building up. Robin's officially a target of Amon. This is the end game right here.
It is indeed. It is indeed, good sir. Alright, folks, we shall see you next time for another match of HSC Patreon TV Comms. If you want your own, hit up patreon.com/HellfireComms. Please be aware there is a backlog, but you only have to let a pledge go through once for any particular commission. You don't have to, do it over a number of months or anything like that. So, just keep that in mind. And every penny helps support HFC in the meantime. So we'll see you next time for another round of these. Bye-bye.